colors and styles to choose from. In stock and starting
And we are back. Welcome back, everybody. That no one was watching, but still, welcome back.
Booking.com has something for everyone.
Here we go. Everything is good. This is a really disturbing commercial. And if it's a hotel, it's still disturbing.
Maybe a resort
A
with a water
spinning bed, though, would kind of be nice for a resort. That'd be kind of cool, actually. I like that.
hotel for the bride to be.
What if we hate everything?
We have free cancellation. Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com.
Booking night, yeah. Anyways, so for those who missed it, Guardians are up 1-0 in the first after a hit by Valera sent Hosey around third and home. Astros have yet to get nothing, and they're going to be on their fourth man to bat. 274 average for Walker. Just waiting for this commercial to be over here. And we're back in top of the second.
Gene, or do you believe that it all kind of evens out over the course of time?
Well, I am the perfect example of nothing evens out over the course
All
of time.
right.
So I
And the
absolutely
pitch.
believe in Clutch Gene.
That is going to be strike one on a nice sinker by Messick.
Has delivered some big hits.
Christian Walker, 274 average, 5 home runs, 18 RBIs. The pitch. And that is going to be ball one for Walker. 1-1 count here.
They want that moment. They want to be up there with 2 outs
For that moment.
Matt, let's go back to the playoffs, though. I know
Walker really having a nice start to the season. Messick almost on a crazy curveball. 2-1 count. That was almost in the dirt. It looked like he threw out his entire body for that one.
So yeah, I mean there is something to be said for that.
Messick. And that is going to be hit to the shortstop, Rocchio, and he will be thrown out at first. 1 down for the Astros.
And sucked it up like the old Hoover vacuum.
Well, this is Parker Messick's last start.
Oh, Parker Messick's last start was so good.
Trying to get 2 different pitches coming out of that same arm angle. You can see here the fastball stays on that plane. The changeup, gravity is a beautiful thing. That thing completely dropped
And
off the table.
Paredes, I don't know how to say his last name, but Paredes is up to bat, 221 average on the season.
Really important in today's day and age in regards to pitching.
He's not looking the best, but let's see what he can do. That is going to be ball one, 1-1 count here.
I was talking with your
Isaac Paredes. We're just going to call him Paredes at this point. 221 average, 2 home runs. And that is going to be hit again to Rocchio. And that is going to be thrown and out. Unless that's the second baseman, Rocchio. Honestly, it could be anyone.
I mean, he truly is a magician.
Schneeman, Rocchio, what's the difference? No, I'm not 100% sure that's Rocchio.
That's exactly right. And that's why tunneling is so important. You're trying to come out of the exact same arm slot. So
Anyways, new batter up, Mr. Smith. Till I get his first name, that is what I'm going to call him.
But if you can have somebody that can sell it with
Cam Smith, 238 average, 3 home runs, 11 RBIs on the season. And pitch. And that is going to be up and away for strike 2.
The average person probably doesn't understand, but as a hitter, even as fast as things are moving, you can pick up the slightest little hiccup in a delivery. If you see a guy slow down just a little bit in his delivery, it's a dead giveaway.
Messick, the windup and pitch. And that is going to be in the dirt for ball 1. One thing, you make my heart sing. I mean, how can you not want to sing that song when you're commentating a Guardians game? I don't understand how Kip and whoever our play-by-play commentator does it. And pitch. And that is going to be low, but hit up. And that is going to be a blooper into right field. Cam Smith will get on base for the Astros first hit of the game.
This is that changeup that we talked about. Great pitch right there, down way below the strike zone.
The changeup was really good again by Messick. Messick has the same release form for his fastball and his changeup.
came off the game. And
They start at the same place, but the fastball keeps in line. The changeup sinks way down low. Diaz now up at the plate for the Astros. Sadly, not going to be a no-hitter by Parker Messick. Anyways, that's strike one on a check swing.
Clips it right off the end of the bat. Is a beam, a little nothing hit, but duck snort. It counts. Yeah.
And Messick throws the first to steal to pick off Cam Smith, and it works. Wow. Okay, that worked. Try to pick off Cam Smith, and yes, he got him. Not exactly by a mile, but he got him. That is going to retire the slide, and we are going to go to the bottom of the second.
I once had an 8-leg parlay. An octopus.
Our next three up is Martinez, Hedges, and Rocchio.
I heard the team's plane got in super late the night before, so I figured I'd use my Bet365 sign-up bonus to hammer the under.
Did you win?
Well, let's just say the next round of omelets is on me, fellas.
Messick with a .99 ERA. That's amazing. Man, these Toro commercials are really going now. I feel like we're just going to see more and more Toro commercials as this game goes on.
Bringing you the most reliable network of authorized sales and service dealers.
I mean, they got good mowers. They got good mowers. Leaf blowers.
Others follow.
The bowl. K Jewelers.
In 1776, America made a promise. In 1941, we proved we meant it. It's that fighting spirit that lives on in the Jeep brand today. Now, with the Jeep Declaration of Deals, we're pledging our allegiance to the American people. 0% financing for 60 months.
Hello.
Select 2025
I'm muted.
or we'll cover your sales tax.
Yeah.
Plus no monthly payments for 90 days.
We're up 1-0.
Brave and the free, because freedom deserves the vehicle built to carry it.
New
There's only
rookie
one
superstar.
Oh, Messick.
That's right.
Yeah, I know. He gave up one hit.
That's all right.
Anyways,
You can't expect him to throw no hitters every
I
time.
know. You going to darts?
Yeah.
Love ya.
Second features Angel Martinez leading off for Cleveland. Ryan Weiss steals. And this is outside. Ryan Weiss went to high school. He grew up about 40 miles west.
And we're back here. 1-0 count for Martinez. Now, Weiss probably a little bit exhausted at this point. And that is going to turn into a 2-0 count on the sweeper.
Redshirted as a freshman.
I feel like Weiss is going to get his work cut out for him, and by the 5th or 6th inning, he's going to be exhausted. Four-seam fastball is hit up and out. 2-1 count here. Martinez is really going to try and give him something. What can he give him? Nothing. That will be ball 3. 3-1 count. A lot of these coming up today. Well, the thing about 3-1 count is you usually see a 3-0 count and then pitch almost right down the middle for that 3-1, and the batter doesn't swing at it. It's almost an unwritten rule. And that is going to be hit up. That is going back. And that will be a home run by Martinez. Martinez's 3rd home run of the year, solo home run. That is going to put the Guardians up 2-0, 399 feet. On a very low pitch, he popped it up and out of here. Amazing work by Martinez. Wow, great work. Let me make sure that was flipped up. Martinez wearing the night helmet. He is happy. Austin Hedges now at the plate, seeing if he can compete with that. 0-1 count. Looking back at this Martinez home run. Very low. And Martinez, Angel Martinez, absolutely lifted it up and out. That will be ball 1 for Austin Hedges.
Look at that head stay behind the ball right there. Nice and easy down through it. Love it.
And Hedges tried to recreate that same magic, but all that resulted in is a up and back 1-2 count now.
Austin Hedges. Team had one of those. Everybody.
Hedges looking ready. His tongue's a little bit out, and the pitch, and that is going to be in the strike zone and hit foul. Still 1-2 count. Oh, we love the knight helmet with the gold crown.
I'm going to.
A symbol of royalty and Angel Martinez deserves it.
Wait till you see the sword.
That's just a beautiful home run. And the pitch. And that is a ball. 2-2 count now for Hedges. Hedges got to stay on his toes here.
I'll take you to the.
And at 2-2, I honestly can't expect a pitcher to go ball. But he does. 3-2 count now. Alright. Never mind. The pitcher for the Astros here is unpredictable and anything can happen. Hedges, no home runs, only 2 RBIs on season in 9 games. And pitch. That is going to be strike 3, and he will be struck out by Weiss. That will be the first out for the Guardians after that Angel Martinez home run. Next up is going to be Rocchio.
And up comes Brian Rocchio.
286 average, 7-game hitting streak. Let's hope that isn't broken tonight. And that will be ball 1 for Rocchio. Rocchio has a 286 average though. And he was the one making all those plays in the first 2 innings. The pitch. That is wild pitch in the dirt. Catcher a little bit rattled. Catcher's name is Diaz, the only one on the Astros who has gotten a hit so far today. Diaz a little bit rattled by that wild pitch, but he is back in his element. Rocchio stepped out of the box. He is coming back. Weiss is coming back on the mound after picking up a little bit of resin or whatever that stuff is. And the pitch. That is going to be strike 1. 2-1 count. Perfectly in the box. Rocchio looking very prepared. Also love Rocchio's stance, even if he's at a smaller stature. That is going to be strike 2. Very. Weiss can throw some good pitches here. But he's already at 42 pitches. I mean, starters these days are getting pulled at 75. I mean, at this rate, he's going to be gone by inning 4. And that is going to be hit down. Second baseman grabs it. That's going to be out for Rocchio. 2 down now. We're going to go back to the top of the order at Kwan. Kwan will be the last hope at this second inning after an amazing start by Angel Martinez. Joe Espada is the manager for the Astros, 183 and 163 record. All right, Kwan at the plate. And that is going to be strike 1 for Kwan.
And he pitched so well that he ended up signing a 1-year deal with Houston. So
no one on, 2 outs, 0-1 count. Weiss looking, and the delivery. That is going to be low for ball 1. You know, I'm very surprised, even though it's only been 2 innings, and I know I'm going to eat my words in a few innings. Umps haven't made any bad calls so far. Umps have made no bad calls. Anyways, pitch. And that is going to be inside for ball 2.
So to speak, in regards to looking for talent or people that can help him. I played with a guy in Texas by the name of Tony Barnett that kind of had a very similar path as
Kwan ready for the pitch, and Weiss is delivering it. And that is going to be ball 3, another 3-1 count for Kwan. Last time Kwan was in this situation was last inning. And what happened? He grounded out, yeah. It wasn't fun. But this time, he will take the base on balls, throws his bat, throws his gloves, and Kwan will be on first base. And next up, we have the man, the myth, the legend himself, Chase the Ladder, coming up. You know, it would be really nice if I had like a little PA system where like every time someone comes up, I can just go bum, 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 bum. That'd be really nice. Anyways, the pitch. And that is going to be ball one. Weiss has a good sweeper, but he needs to learn how to keep that sweeper in the zone because no one's swinging down there. But if he can keep it in the zone, I think people would swing and miss that a lot more. Weiss checking first. Juan is not going anywhere. Chase the ladder. And that is going to be another ball. 2-0 count now. Weiss now at 50 pitches. And I think Weiss is going to get pulled rather early here today. And the Astros may have more or less of a bullpen game. And the pitch. And that is going to be strike one for the ladder. 2-1 count now.
When you're bouncing around and you're crisscrossing the globe, and a 10-year major league veteran ends up in your clubhouse and willing to share all those kind of ideas. That's
okay. Juan looking on from first and tries to pick him off, and he will be safe. One disengagement remaining for Weiss. Tried the unsuccessful pickoff attempt.
WBC champs, and he struck out Ronald Acuna Jr., Jackson Chourio,
and pitch. And that is going to be inside for ball three. 3-1 count against. Weiss can't keep his sweeper in the zone, and he's just giving everyone a 3-1 count. Well, almost he's given half the batters so far a 3-1 count. But it's in the order that the three balls don't come first. That strike comes in there somewhere, usually the second or third pitch. And that is going to be ball four. Weiss walks his second batter in a row, and the catcher's going to go have a word with him.
And that's going to bring out pitching coach Josh Miller. Look at Hyunjin Ryu. I mean, again, 10 big league seasons. Look at his career record. 78 and 48.
Why are we showing this guy?
3.27. Cy Young.
He's with the Blue Jays.
19, and he's third in the pandemic-shortened season to Shane Bieber. That's when Ryu was with the Blue Jays.
And he, Ryu was one of the most surreal.
Okay, anyways.
Being in those meetings with him.
Yeah, having a talk with Weiss on the mound, and here comes the pitching coach, Joshua Miller, for the Astros. Need to have a real word with him on if he's going to get pulled or not. I mean, he's already pitched 50. He's already had 53 pitches. I mean, pull the animal. Pull the plug, you know? But it looks like there were not 2 outs. 2 on base, and here is Jose Ramirez. And that is going to be ball one.
Jose takes, and that's a ball outside. And all of a sudden, Ryan Weiss can't find the plate. He is now.
Jose is 1 for 1 on the day. That was a single that turned into him rounding third and getting the first hit for the, the first run for the Guardians. Also the first hit, actually, so. Anyways, Jose looking at the 1-1 count, thinking it's time for a hit, and that will not be it. 1-2 count now. Ramirez taking time. Weiss ready. Looking up at his cap lid. He's probably thinking to himself that he's going to get pulled if he doesn't strike Jose out right here. One of the best batters in the league. And the pitch. And that is going to be hit foul. Still 1-2 count.
Exact same thing to Jose the first at bat. Tried to get him in there with some sweepers. Jose's taking a little extra time. As it looked like he got that off his leg.
I think he's got his back leg. It's the back one, I believe. Yep.
Hit him both.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Jose fouled it off right into his own knee. I could see that hurting. Jose had to take another time and had to just kind of walk it off so that he could continue batting here. Alright, Ramirez ready. And that is going to be hit down the first base line, scooped up, and tagged on the bag. That is going to be out. And we'll go to the top of the third, where the Astros will finally get back to the top of the order at some point. Be right back.
and let Union Home Mortgage be with you every step of the way while you deliver on those promises. Hey, what do you want for dinner? The average homeowner has hundreds of thousands in home equity. Union Home can help you access that equity for home improvements or whatever your needs are. Go to UHM.com to get your cash estimate today. Union Home Mortgage. Promises kept.
America, this tournament might be fought on the pitch, but it'll be won in the backyard barbecues. Nice save. That guy looks like Tim Howard.
I am Tim Howard.
Jim Beam, official spirit of U.S. soccer.
Stop into Classic BMW, Cleveland's East Side BMW store, and discover pure BMW luxury. Created to provide you with the ultimate personal shopping experience, where our commitment to customer satisfaction is unparalleled. All in our beautiful new showroom where comfort and service never ends. Classic BMW on Som Center Road and I-90 in Willoughby Hills. And driveclassicbmw.com.
Everyone has free offers on the latest phones, but T-Mobile gives a lot more. T-Mobile families saved over $3,700 compared to the other big guys in the past 5 years. Our experience plans include amazing benefits like Netflix, free Dash Pass by DoorDash, and a bunch more. Oh yeah, and a 5-year price guarantee. So you keep saving. Save on a big scale. Switch to T-Mobile and we'll even pay off your old phone up to $800.
Angel Martinez with a long home run, helping Cleveland extend the lead 2-0 here, third inning. Yainer Diaz leading off for Houston. Not that long ago, most starting pitchers, if they had a full arsenal, it was fastball, curveball, slider change.
Yep.
And then over time, somewhere we jumped the shark, and there are guys who have 7, 8, 9. Your guy, Yu Darvish, how many pitches did he say he had?
11.
11 pitches. Now, some of those I know are variations of the same pitch, but point being, Parker Messick had a full arsenal, and yet that he wasn't satisfied, and he didn't do it just for show to be fancy or cute. He said, I needed a cutter, and so he worked hard to develop a cutter for this very situation, something that he could throw into right-handed batters, and that opens up the lane for the changeup going away. Correct?
You're exactly
idea,
right.
That's the concept.
That's the concept.
Weak contact
on that changeup.
1 down.
And they come back, and Messick's doing great.
Working on a win. Well, Parker Messick, prior to tonight, 11 career starts. 6-1.
All right, I am back.
So, what does that tell you about
So, update here. 1 out, top of the third. Cleveland leads the Astros 2-0.
7 career starts before
Matthews.
He said, I need another pitch. And I mean, a pitch with purpose.
And I think it's just a willingness to understand how his stuff is going to play at the big league level.
Matthews.
What he's good at right there.
Okay, didn't Diaz get a hit though? Oh, that was Cam Smith that got hit, and then he got picked off. My bad. Okay, so Diaz out. Bruce Matthews in now. 129 average. Holy. Press. No. No. And that is going to be high for the pitch. 1-2 count now for Matthews. I'm not really expecting much here, honestly. And clips the corner possibly, but that will be called a ball. 2-2 count. Safe call by the ump.
Just missed the top.
That was close.
Yeah, very, very close pitch there. Messick, the pitch. That is going to be hit up and away. There can't be more than 8,000 people at the ballpark today. Tonight. I mean, it is a Tuesday night, so makes sense. And that is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. That is Messick's third strikeout of the game. 2 outs now for the Astros. And we're going to go to Harris, so maybe we won't get to the top of the lineup if Messick keeps it going like this.
Safe zones down below the strike zone. Not much bad's going to happen now.
2 gone for Dustin Harris.
All right, Dustin Harris now up 176 average. And he's immediately going to try and chop one, and all he's going to get is a foul 0-1 count.
This is the pitch that Austin Hedges likes. So he's got the cutter that can go into the right-handed hitters with. It's the two-seam fastball.
And the pitch. And that's going to be high, or I'm sorry, low and away. But Harris did swings according to the third base ump, so that will be an 0-2 count. Third base ump. I thought I usually went to first base ump. Anyways, let's take a look in. Agrees to the pitch. Very quick windup. And that is going to be a drag bunt. Either way, it's going to be an out, and that will retire this side. We're going to go to the bottom of the third here. And we're going to start it off with Manzardo. Alright, here's the question. Do we really care if Manzardo does anything?
If you will. Came down to a game in Detroit. I heard the team's plane got in
No.
late the night before. So I figured I'd
We
use
do
my
not.
365 sign-up bonus to hammer the under. Did you win? Well,
Manzardo, Falura,
next round of omelets is on me, fellas.
Bet $10 for 365.
I do hate on Manzardo too much. He did draw a walk earlier. Burns in the USA. Burns in the USA. I don't think Weiss is going to be pulled this inning. I just don't think it's going to happen. Now, something in me is telling me that it's going to happen, but I don't think so. Wow, I've already been live for 50 minutes.
There are some things you just don't know about someone until you sleep together. And before you say, Joan, I'm talking about his sleep apnea. CPAP didn't work for him, but then he got the Inspire implant. Well, look at him now. If CPAP doesn't work for you, check out Inspire Therapy. Your partner will thank you. No mask, no hose, just sleep. Learn more and view safety information at inspiresleep.com.
Cleveland Guardians baseball.
Oh yeah, we're at Talladega's next week. Nice. The Vine Furniture and Mattress. Love to see it.
Fans are encouraged to swing by, snap a photo, and share on social media. Check out Andre's social media. He was down
That is a amazing painting of the Flow Insurance Girl home run. Anyways, Manzardo on the plate. Alright, both teams still have both their ABS challenges. That is already a 1-0 count for Manzardo. He's already up in the count. And that is going to be hit up and away for a foul. Now a 1-1 count, even in the count for Manzardo. Weiss, 60 pitches. We just started the third inning. For reference, Messick is at about 44. No, when you put it like that, it doesn't really seem like they're too close. 2-1 count. ABS challenge now on that ball. And looking at it, it will be upheld. It was a ball by probably half an inch. 0.9 inches, okay.
And it did not. And Chris, this is early, but I feel like some of what I've seen so far, catchers have a hard time with East and West.
Manzardo looking. And he lets one right by him. 2-2 count now. 2-2 Atwell. 2-2 Atwell. Anyways, Astros lose one of their ABS challenges. Weiss to wind up the delivery. And that is going to be hit high up. That is going to be a pop fly. No, that will go way too far back. And for some reason, the clip from Major League that is living rent-free in my head is when the one Yankees guy, after he said, "How's your wife with my kids?" Weiss with the pitch. And he will hit it up, and that will be a fly out for the first out. First, the Major League clip that's living rent-free in my head right now is after the catcher said, "How's your wife with my kids?" I'm sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt. Does the Astros outfielder have a playing card of himself? George Valera 1 for 1 on the day. the first offering is going to be a strike, and that's going to be a pop out into the infield, making it 2 outs. The outfielder, hang on. I don't know which outfielder that was. Probably Cam Smith over there has a playing card of himself just in his pocket. That's one way to. Okay. Schneemann at the plate. That's a 1-0 count. Anyways, Clip that's living run free after that. You know, the Yankees guy pops it up and he goes, I don't think this one's going the distance. Anyways, ball 2. 2-0 count. I don't know why that clip is just living run free in my head right now, but it is, and it's hilarious. Weiss looking on, and the delivery. And that's going to be down low. 3-0 count. First one of the day. This probably will be a strike. I can't see it any other way here. And will Schneemann swing at it? Oh, that will be ball 4. Schneemann, take your base, sir. Or, I'm sorry. Huh? 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 Okay, now Schneemann, take your base, sir, whatever. There ain't no way that 4th pitch was in. Hang on, I gotta watch this back.
I was talking about the plate. You can see on that outer rim of the plate, there is a little bit of black there. That's the rubber that the actual plate is set into when it's set into the ground.
I just have to watch this back here just to see.
Used to be able to call that a strike. And now as a former offensive player, I love that. But as a former catcher, I want that strike zone to be as big as it can possibly be.
Martinez 1-0 count. Oh my gosh, the catcher actually called that and Guardians didn't challenge. That's insane. Okay, sorry, back to, you know, normal here. Angel Martinez 1 for 1 on day, solo home run. Some other games are going, but none as interesting as Guardians here. Obviously, 1-1 count, man on first, and Schneemann. And obviously, we're going to look at Angel's home run just from last inning, which was absolutely beautiful. 399 feet. Everyone was fighting for it in them stands. Anyways, 1-2 count. And swing and a miss. That will be strike 3. Strikeout for Weiss. And that will retire the Guardians. We will go to the top of the 4th after this commercial, where I just rant about whatever commercial is on. What value menu is it? Oh, Panera Bread. Never had it. Now, I'm still so confused how that wasn't challenged. I mean, that framing for that 3-0 pitch wasn't even good. Like, this is the strike zone. He catches it here and frames it up here, but it's so delayed almost that, like, if I'm an there's no way I'm calling that a strike. Like, some framing is, like, some catchers really know how to frame. The main example I'm thinking of is 2024 Detroit versus Cleveland game 3, I want to say. Probably had 20 missed calls because both catchers were framing the ball extremely well. I'm going to turn my light on. But it's like, that wasn't even a good framing job. Okay, not in a dark room anymore. Here we are. But yeah, that was a horrible framing job. Let me make sure it looks okay on camera here. Oh, it looks perfect. Anyways. What are the other games looking like? 5 others have started. And never mind, we are in the top of the 4th. Them fans are enjoying their Miller Lite. Yo, actually, a lot of fans got Miller Lite in the crowd. Those guys look very familiar. Parker Messick and the mound. Correa boots one, and that is going to be a single for the Astros, their 2nd hit of the game.
Wasted no time, just like Parker Messick wastes no time. All right,
Completely forgot. Carlos Correa. Had to look up to see what his first name was. Jordan Alvarez, now up. Very good for his left-handed pitchers. 448 average so far this season.
5 home runs there, 9 RBI. That career batting average against lefties, 320.
Messick, the pitch. Barely even a windup. That's going to be a 1-0 count. Jordan Alvarez is 0 for 1 on the day. But Alvarez, I think, can get a hit by the time this one's all said and done. And that is going to be strike 1 for Alvarez. Nice sinker by Messick.
Starting with Correa, the leadoff spot, now moving down.
Messick is a phenomenal pitcher. Absolutely phenomenal.
Where he's executing these pitches.
Looking and the pitch. And that is going to be high for ball 2. 2-1 count. Now that fastball was a little bit slower than I would think that it would be. 93 for a fastball. I don't know. I'll look at his others whenever he throws some. And that is a 92 sinker. Wow, fouled off 2-2 count. Sorry, I got distracted there. Messick has equipped the 50 pitches mark that I pay way too much attention to. But it works. Pitch by Messick, that is going to be low and away. 3-2, full count for Alvarez. I gotta start doing that. Every time there's full count, just full count for whoever. In this case, Alvarez. Messick and Alvarez looking at each other with disdain. The pitch, and that is going to be hit up and back, and that is going to be caught by Kwan. Throws it to second base. And obviously Carlos Correa will not advance from his first base marker. That will be the first out.
You work so hard to get to 2 strikes. You don't want to just throw a pitch. You want to execute that 2-strike pitch.
And you can see they were making
I'm sorry.
hard those first 4 pitches.
Messick threw.
Then slowing it down, but using that same tongue.
Messick threw his first 3 pitches all at 93 miles an hour. That's insane. And that is going to be an 85 mile per hour changeup. Jose Altuve here
Jose Altuve struck out his first time up.
is now up 0 for 1 on day on a strikeout. Messick looking at first, decides not to do anything. 1-1 count now for Altuve. I think Messick's fastball and sinker are just about the same miles per hour. I mean, I know a sinker is extremely fast. No, hey, personally, knuckleball. And that is going to be a 4-seam fastball right down the gut, and Altuve's mad he missed that one. 1-2 count now for Altuve. I'd step out of the box for a minute. Altuve may actually be Hall of Famer one day if he keeps playing. Pitch, and Altuve really reaches for that one that was almost in the dirt, but somehow makes contact to make it remain foul. He reached with everything he had. And no road would that have been a hit.
Now 9 Houston batters.
Messick looking on.
8 of them have seen 2 strikes.
Takes a deep breath. Almost no windup and the delivery. And that is going to be hit foul. Still 1-2 count for Altuve. And what is Altuve doing? Is he getting a new bat as they show a side-by-side commercial? Yes, he is. Altuve with a new bat.
Bet $10, get $200 in bonus bets.
Don't know what happened to that one, but you know what? Why not? Why not get a new bat? Messick looking on like he wishes he could bat. And pitch. That is not in the, the touch dirt. 2-2 count. And I know I bring this up every stream. And it's going to keep being a topic of reoccurrence. But it barely hit the dirt. Why swap out balls? You don't need to let it play a few pitches. And that's going to be hit up, and that is going to be another fly out that Quan can catch. Darts his arm over to second. And Corio will remain at first, as there's not much else he can do. Oh, whatever this dude's name is, Christian Walker is going to be coming up to bat here. Why do you have to replace the ball so much? I mean, I get it. If it goes into the stands, you ain't getting that ball back. If it's really scuffed up and roughed up, you're not getting that ball back. But on this kind of dirt, you can afford to have the ball. That's going to be, and that will be a wild pitch. Corio will not advance. Messick has clipped 60 pitches. But on that type of, on this type of dirt, where that ball ain't gonna get as scuffed up as you say, you're playing. I mean, unless it's muddy. If it's like raining and it's muddy, then yeah, different story. Pitch. And that is going to be a 1-1 count now. But like, it really doesn't have to. I mean, I understand that these teams have buckets of hundreds, if not thousands, of balls per game, and they go through probably 200 a game. But why? Why can't you let one be used for a while? And the pitch, and that's going to go again to Quan, and Quan will catch his third out of the inning. And that will retire the side. We will go to the bottom of the fourth here, where the Guardians are having a 2-0 lead against the Astros. Hey, can I stop seeing this Eric Barnes CarShield customer commercial? Who cares about CarShield.com? Eric, you know what is this guy's stat? What is this guy's major league stats? Nah, because this guy is getting me upset here.
With over 20 years of experience and being America's most trusted name in auto protection, CarShield's a lot like me.
50 years old. Okay, honestly, it looks 45. I gave it to him.
With less burning, itching, and
Clicking
pain
TV.
from moderate to severe plaque
Eric
psoriasis.
Barnes stats.
Imagine being a
Started in the year 2. I want to say it from Baseball Reference. Baseball Reference and Pro Football Reference and Basketball Reference and Hockey Reference. Best sites, by the way, for stat keeping.
Most people
Okay.
have 100% clear skin that stayed clear even at 5 years. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may
This dude wasn't as good as he is for him to have this weird of a commercial. 3,200 at-bats, 827 hits, 109 home runs, 258 batting average. 11-year career, 2000 to 2010. One of years with the A's and the Diamondbacks. Not a single Pro Bowl. There was 1 year where he was considered an okay player.
Even if you don't buy from us, we still may buy your car. Come see how much your vehicle is worth.
What year was that? 2007? 286 batting average, 83 RBIs, 21 homers. Oh my gosh. Sorry, that CarShield commercial is really starting to piss me off. And after looking at, if he was good enough to have that CarShield commercial, it's very clear he was not. Anyways, let's get some shots of the Guardians fandom here. As we have Austin Hedges now up to bat. Astros still only have one ABS challenge. Cleveland has both. Austin Hedges 0 for 1 on day now on a strikeout. And that is going to go high, 1-1 count. Why is that 76 pitches? I think if anything, this is the inning Weiss is getting pulled. He's not able to keep anything consistent with himself here. I don't think he's lasting. That is going to be a hit by Hedges, blooper into right field, and Hedges will get to first base and not much more. Rocchio not going to be up to bat. Anyways, as I was saying, hello everybody that's watching the stream. As I was saying, Weiss is going to get pulled here. He's not, he's a starting pitcher, so really 77 pitches on his arm shouldn't be exhausting yet. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's getting there. And another 15-20 pitches, he'll be tired. That's a 1-0 count now for Rocchio. Sponsored by Honda, I guess. But Weiss can't keep it consistent. He's everywhere, and it's honestly more balls than strikes. And his sweepers, that's finally a sweeper in the zone as I say that. But his sweepers aren't working. They're causing more balls than strikes, and they're causing more walks. Guardians have already been walked 4 times today in 3 innings. That is foul almost to the fence. Or to the wall, whatever you call it. 1-2 count for Rocchio here.
I'm not saying he's going to hit 286 all year, but if he continues to swing the bat well,
with a man on first. Sorry, I'm just going on a rant about Weiss. 80 pitches now. Ooh, swing and a miss for strike 3. Weiss strikes out Rocchio, and we are going to go to the top of the order with 1 out. Kwan is going to take his, technically, second at-bat of the day, since his last one was a walk, because Weiss is since Weiss is walking all of his batters. Alright, Kwan looking on. Like he knows that he just caught all 3 outs last inning. All 3 pop-outs. Fly-outs. And Chase the Ladder is on deck, waiting to pounce. 1-0 count for Kwan. Why am I getting a snap? Kwan looking, and that is now going to be a 1-1 count for Kwan.
The early part of the season.
Well, I was asking earlier, is it more so how he's being pitched to now that he showed some power about a year ago?
Alright, had to take some, had to do a brief thing there. Anyways, 1-1 count for Kwan, man on first, and that is going to be very low. And 2-1 count. Again, the sweeper for Weiss is not working. Change it up. The thing working for Weiss is his changeups. His changeups for both Weiss and Merrick are working phenomenally. Oh, that's going to be hit up. That will be foul. Ooh, how sad. Fan very happy that he got the ball hit from Stephen Kwan. Kwan very mad, digging his feet in the dirt.
It's certainly different. You know, he's used to being able to pull
All right, Kwan, Weiss looking at each other with disdain. The pitch that is going to be hit. Kwan, it will land, and here comes Hedges will not. Sorry, Rocchio struck out. Hedges will not advance after second base there, but Kwan, second hit of the inning for the Guardians, and here comes Big Boom himself, Chase the Ladder.
And now you got that sweeper that stays in the strike zone, but again, keep that barrel behind it, being able to pull the ball to the right side.
Obviously, Chase the Ladder had a great start to the season, as we all know. And Weiss will be pulled. My prediction was correct. Weiss is pulled in the 4th inning, baby. Oh, that's horrible for the Guardians. And we will go to a commercial, I guess, as the change happens and Gordon gets a few warm-up pitches. But I called it. Weiss can't keep control of his pitching. At this point, I should just go into the majors and be a pitcher. What am I doing commentating? Or maybe be an analyst for these pitchers. I'm just going to be in the pitcher coach's ear like, yeah, pull the kid. Pull him. Nah, let him out a few things. Okay, pull him in. I'm telling you, I can see this stuff. And this is not a one-off occurrence. I saw when Jacob Mizrachi or whatever his name is for the Brewers was having a amazing game last season. Like his first start, he had a no-hitter. And the moment that he threw 3 balls in a row, I knew it was wraps for him. And you know what happened? A little bit while later, they pulled him. Because he was so inconsistent and the nerves of the no-hitter were getting to him. I can tell when the nerves of no-hitter is getting to a pitch. Like, I'm not a pitching guy. I like batting more. You know, I can't bat for, you know, let's get my batting stance real quick.
This series and the homestand wrap up tomorrow.
Anyways, horrible batting stance. But as I'm saying, I like batting more. Oh, jeez. I gotta watch this back on camera. Holy awful. And there is a kid crying as his dad is wiping the ketchup stains off his face. But yes, I can tell when these pitchers need to come out of the game. I can tell when they're doing right. I can tell when they're doing wrong. Messick is doing fine right now. Yes, he's given up 2 hits, which is obviously not ideal. Colton Garden, 2 games this season. Really not much. 10 strikeouts in 6 innings. Pretty impressive. But, and the pitch. And that is going to be a ball 1-0. Gordon with the sweeper. DeWater 0 for 1 on the day. I can tell when these pitchers have to come out, though. Get me as an analyst, Guardians. Tell, like, come on now. Pitch. And that is going to be low for ball 2. Gordon is fresh, so he should be able to deliver the Guardians a little bit of trouble here so that the Astros offense can really come into its own. And that is going to be 3-0 in the dirt. Almost. Not really in dirt. Close though. Close though.
Frustrating for a young player. You want to make an imprint on the game, especially getting off to the start that Chase did.
All right.
You can just continue to kind of stick with that game plan.
DeWater looking on Gordon with the pitch. And that is going to be popped out. And the infield routine catch. DeWater is out. 2 outs now for the Guardians. Ramirez, Jose Ramirez is going to come in. This is going to be his 3rd at bat of the day in 4 innings. Great day so far for the Guardians. 2 on, 2 out, bottom of the 4th. 2-0, 1 for 2 on the day. Jose has everything lined up for him here. The Dominican is ready. And that is going to be outside for ball 1.
Here's the one that really jumps out to me. Is that Jose Ramirez is just 2 for 14 with position this year. We talk about the clutch gene.
It's unsustainable.
And he's normally right in the
And that is going to be low and outside for ball 2. Gordon really liked throwing these balls right now. I mean, 5 out of his 6 pitches so far are balls. I don't think you know, we'll see. He's not allowed to hit yet. Oh no, I'll evaluate in an inning or 2. It's 2-1 count now. That was a strike.
He did not like that call.
I don't know. Can't really judge Gordon off of 7 pitches right now. Unless they were all just like way outside, way low, you know. Pitch. And that is going to be hit up by Jose. That should be a pop fly, and that will retire the side. We're going to go into the top of the 5th after this break here, where I will either react to the commercials or, I don't know, rant more about how much I should be able to look at all the stats for pitchers and see when they should and shouldn't come out. I mean, I don't know.
Bet $10, get $365 in bonus bets.
I mean, I could tell that Weiss was going to come out in the 4th inning.
Get the latest Galaxy for zero.
I could tell you that it was obvious.
Google to swipe a whole new look.
Weiss was throwing too much volume for so early in the game. And the Astros having to pull him in the 4th inning is really tough. Even though only 2 runs were allowed, it's because he just kept walking everybody. Or the batters were chasing pitches they really shouldn't have been chasing, or just flat out bad swings. Messick right now is doing fine. A little bit low in the number of strikeouts, but overall, he's doing just handy dandy, you know. Okay, I really just want a little musical thing right here, so every time that's when I walk up. You know, charge or whatever, but I have not once, when I've had MLB TV here, used the Google Cloud so that I could look at, you know, the advanced stats, even though I'm a stat guy. Anyways, we get a shot of the Boomers and one young couple sitting in at the Guardians game today. Messick on the mound. And Parade, I'm going to keep pronouncing this guy's name wrong. Paredes in the box. 0-1 count already, Messick. This next pitch will be 65 for him. But Messick, unlike Weiss, is not ready to come out yet. And the pitch. And that will be low and inside for ball 1. Messick giving a smile. He's ready to keep going for as long as he can. And the pitch. And that is going to be hit. That is going to get through Posey. And that is going to be a single for Paredes. For Isaac. That's going to be a solo for Isaac. I don't like his last name. I don't know how to say it because I keep thinking Padres every time I see it, but it's not Padres because that is an R and not a D. Matt Underwood and Chris Gimenez are great, by the way. The actual commentators for the Guardians. Cam Smith now up to the plate. Matt Underwood really knows how to call a game. But Press. No. Good boy. Cam Smith 1 for 1 on the day. Great pitch by Messick, even though it was ball. Still, very good pitch by him.
There are certain things where, you know, pitch clock now plays into this a little bit more. You have to be creative.
All right, Cam Smith looking on and swing and a miss for strike 2. 1-2 count now for Cam. For little Cam.
But you really, as the catcher, are the one controlling the tempo, and you have to be very, very cognizant of, especially a young man like this who's
Messick smiling at every pitch suggestion he sees.
Good to start his career. You know, there are still things that you're just keeping your eyes open for.
And that is strike 3. First, I'm going to go check on something.
Watch the execution on the location of where this pitch ends up.
What a great shot this is. You see that ball diving down and away. Cam Smith, if you don't remember, he's the one that got the first base hit of the game on that very similar pitch. Change up down and away, just able to let that ball travel. Not that time, though.
And I am back now. Did not miss a lick of action. Yainer Diaz now. Yainer Diaz now up to bat. 0 for 1 on day on a ground out.
That was a really good job of getting in on the first pitch.
And 0 for 1 on the count. Man on first one out top of the 5th. And that is going to be a hit foul for Diaz. Diaz now already down 0-2 in the count. There's not going to be much getting back for him, is there?
It's a really good indicator that the batter is nowhere near being on time.
Diaz ready, looking on. And that is going to be ball 1. 1-2 count. Messick feeling a little bad for him, trying to give him a little line so that he can reel him into a strikeout. I don't know, maybe a curveball going away. Oh, that was a curveball going away, but it results in a hit. And, oh, that is safe for the double on a right line drive. Men on second and third, and the Astros, for the first time in this game, have some life. Diaz and Paredes are on base. I'm sorry. Diaz and Isaac, because I don't like his last name. Isaac Paredes. Diaz on second, Isaac on third. Chase Matthews is up to bat. Abysmal average. And pitch. And the first offering will be a little bit high for ball one.
Fastest runner at third base, so that does allow you from an infield standpoint to not be as aggressive.
With only one out, Astros have life. All Matthews needs to do is get in and play, and that will be a hit. Two could possibly come home for the Astros. Diaz gets there. Oh, and Chase Matthews is caught in a predicament here. And he will be tagged out. Only Isaac came home for the Astros. First run scored for the Astros, making it a 2-1 ball game. Diaz just advances to third, but if we look at this again, Chase Matthews hit one down the middle, tried to go second, realized he wasn't going to get there, then just started running back to first and was tagged out. Huge. I'm very surprised that Diaz didn't try and come home once he saw that Chase Matthews was being, well, chased. Harris now up for, Dustin Devin Harris, and hit by the pitch. Parker Messick hits him in his shoulder, and Dustin Harris will take his base. Runner's going to be on the corners, and he has to walk this one off. That was a 90-something mile per hour sinker. I'm sorry, it hit his hand, possibly. Maybe not his shoulder. Oh, that hit him. That hit him about right here in his hand, and that hurts.
Well, let's bring you back to the base running here. Kyle Manzardo does a great job, first and foremost, of getting to his cutoff position, but Daniel Schneeman's the one that sets this play up.
Chase Matthews for the life from Canakin on base.
It's hard to fault a young man for trying to make a play.
Anyways. Alright, looking at Dustin Harris here, seeing if he's going to be able to be a runner after that hit on the hand. Probably going to bruise up a little bit. Feel bad for Dustin Harris.
Parker Messick in his last start threw a career-high 112 pitches. Stephen Vogt said we will not push him tonight.
Messick, while not pitching as great as his first game out, still pitching pretty incredible as back to the top of the order with Carlos Correa, who has 1 for 2 on day, and that is going to be a 1-0 count. Messick, this next pitch will be his 80th, and he's going to be pulled this center next. He is showing signs of tiredness, fatigue, whatever you want to call it. And that is going to be down low for ball 2.
Carlos Correa singled his last time up.
His chops, just knowing who's on deck, and there's nowhere to put him.
And pitch up high for ball 3. 3-0 count for Correa. Correa could get a walk here. And could the Guardians' plan be to walk him? And then Jordan Alvarez records an out. No! That will be strike 1 for Correa. Messick just threw 3 balls and was hoping that Correa would swing at one of them, considering there are runners on the corners.
He leads the majors in plate appearances with runners in scoring position.
And ball 4, Correa's take your base. Bases are now loaded for the Astros. Here comes Jordan Alvarez with 2 outs. I get a notification. I did not. That's where I heard like the. Is my phone on silent?
And now you
It
see
was.
that big
Huh.
breath
That is weird.
from Parker Messick. This is
Anyways,
a game for him.
strike one for Alvarez. 0-1 count now. Alvarez in a very high pressure situation here. 0 for 2 on the day. 318 average as of now. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Top of the 5th.
Takes a timeout.
Astros need at least a hit here for life. Messick will now go to his 85th pitch. Connor Brogdon rolling, warming up in the bullpen for the Guardians as the reliever. And that will be hit. And is that going to be fair? It will. And that will fall. Astros score 1 run, score 2 runs, I believe. That is going to be safe for Alvarez. Astros take the lead 3-2 over the Guardians. Oh, it is. Messick's time is up or very close to up. Fastball down the middle. If I recommend one pitch from Messick not throw, it's that fastball. I mean, he has a good changeup. He has a lot of good pitches in his arsenal, but the fastball is just not fast enough. And okay, the play is now under review, as we will see if Alvarez slid into second safely. If he did not, that will be an end to the inning. I believe the Astros will still have the 3-2 lead. That is undisputed, but now, will the inning continue, or will we go to the bottom of the 5th? Looking at the replay, it's very close. I don't believe Alvarez touched base. Well, no. His foot touched base before Schneemann could make contact with him, but his foot came off, and then Schneemann made contact before he could touch back. And once the ump gives his thing, I will turn the volume up here. But I don't believe that is safe. I believe that will be the end to the inning. We're still waiting for an answer here.
The crew chief is Andy Fletcher. Here we go.
Here we are.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is out. However, 1 run will score. Cleveland will retain their challenge.
1 run will score. I think he meant both runs.
Yeah,
score.
I think so.
Okay, so both. Okay, both runs remain scored, and that will end the inning. Astros take the lead 3-2, but Alvarez will be ruled out, and now the Guardians have some work ahead of them here going into the bottom of the 5th. I believe by this time, Messick will be relieved next inning. Hey, he pitched some good innings until bases loaded. But, I mean, again, he's getting a little bit more inconsistent. And as much as it is my team and obviously my pitcher, I mean, he threw a no-hitter through 8 his last start. People saying Logan Allen was going to be the guy. Anyways, as I was saying, even though he threw a no-hitter through 8 last start, and I really, really, really badly want to glaze him, I just can't. Oh, are we gonna start with comments, are you? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. And I don't know. This is my first time ever commentating a full baseball game. As in the past, for my Friday night commentaries, I commentate games that are already going on, usually in the 7th inning or later. Sometimes 5th, 6th, whatever. But usually they're starting in the 7th inning or later. Hosey, franchise record for games. Give it up for him. What is happening? Just a still shot at the ump.
There's a correction on the previous play. 2 runs scored. 2 runs scored the last half inning.
Yes, we know, ump. Thank you for correcting yourself.
Would score. That's Andy Fletcher, the crew chief, but that's what we thought. Bottom half of the 5th inning is sponsored.
Anyways, here.
Jeep dealers.
Bottom of 5 now.
Guardians find themselves down a run.
Manzardo is starting with the amazing mustache that he so elegantly has, and that is going to be a strike. Gordon is still very fresh.
But he was thrown out.
For the Guardians' sake, it's bad that they pulled Wise, but for the Astros, it was a lifesend. It gave the energy that this team needed. I really don't want to watch this again.
Both runs clearly score ahead of the play at second base.
Really don't want to watch this again.
No confusion on
Anyways, that's going to be a hit by Manzardo, and that is going to go into right field, and Manzardo will get a single out of that. First man on. Nice job for the Guardians. Really trying not to be a biased commentator here. Obviously, I want to be. I'm a Guardians fan. I have my Guardians cap near me. But, okay, does this dude just have a play? Is that a playing card of himself? What is that? That looks like Cam Smith. Is that a playing card of himself? I gotta look at these.
Jet Johnson is your new center fielder.
I don't know. It's not. Oh, it's not Cam Smith. It's Chase Matthews, the worst batter on the team.
Johnson just got signed yesterday before we came into the ballpark, guys. Now
it looks like a playing card of himself that he just has in his pocket, but it's. I don't. 2-0 count for Valera. And that is going to be hit up and fouled away. Now it's 2-1 count.
Trying to find warm bodies to fill roster spots. They did not have an outfielder on the 40-man roster.
Okay.
So they had to make a 40-man roster just to get Daniel.
Anyways,
here.
2-1 count, and that is going to be hit up and away for the 2-2 for Valera.
figure out the signs and everything. I mean,
Still trying to figure out what that is that Matthews is holding in his hand, because that's so weird to me. It looks like a playing card, but it also doesn't. That's Cam Smith. No one cares about you, Cam Smith, right now. And the pitch. And that is strike 3 for George Valera on the sweeper. And that is going to be the Guardians' first out of the inning. Now we will go to Daniel Schneemann. Schneemann 0 for 1 with a walk.
Fantastic pitch there by Gordon. First strikeout for Colton Gordon. Down here in the 5th. Now Daniel Schneemann.
I know I'm not. I know I don't know his name, so I'm not even going to try and pronounce or say Gordon's name. But that will be a hit by Schneemann. That will be another single. Men on first and second. And now the Guardians have runners in scoring position. I don't know what Gordon's first name is. I want to just call him Cecile. But then I'm thinking the Guardians pitcher, Sessonio. Anyways, we got some Guardians fans celebrating the single. And the Astros will relieve yet another one of their pitchers. And now comes in K. Teng. Probably, I want to say his first name is Kim Teng. Kim Teng. T-E-N-G. Teng, Ting, Teng, Teng, Ting, Ting, Ting. Okay. That sounds extremely bad to say. But Kim Teng is going to.
Did you win?
Can't say it with a straight face. Kim Teng is going to be relieving Gordon of his pitching duties.
Bet $10, get $365 in bonus bets.
And Jaylen Brown is feeling himself. Okay, is there any other good sporting events going on right now that aren't baseball? Oh yeah, there's some basketball. college basketball, or not college basketball, NBA playoffs started. Why does it have to go so long? In my opinion, the first round should be three game series, then 5-game series, then the conference finals and finals are a 7-game series, which shorten the playoffs by probably 15 to 20 days. It's an exhausting process. We're already 5 days, and also, it's not even that. Half the teams play a little bit more often, just a little bit. This is exhausting how little they play basketball. The Cavs don't play again until Thursday. Like, they don't need a 2-day break for traveling to Toronto is acceptable, but a 3-day break, no. And they don't play for another 3 days. And they don't play for another 3 days. Their series may not end until May 3rd. That is 12 days away. 12 days for 5 games. Makes me so mad thinking about it. Honestly, maybe more than 12 days. Alright. Guardians fan, I'm looking happy that there's a new pitcher in town. Maybe this new pitcher will give the Guardians lift that they need. Angel Martinez had the homer in the 2nd inning. And we're all looking forward to seeing him. And that is going to be ball 1 on the curveball. Oh, K-Wei Tang. Okay, K-Wei. Tang, 9 games this season, 1-0 record, 1.9 ERA, 13.2 innings, couldn't see how many strikeouts. And that is going to be in the corner and swung, but that is going to be fouled off. Martinez 1 for 2 on the day, 1-1 count.
Pitched in the big leagues when he debuted for the Giants back in 24.
Tang taking some deep breaths, looking at the pitch, looking at the runners, and the pitch that is going to be high for the 2-1. And Zardo and Schneemann are the runners on base.
The only other 2 Taiwan natives who pitched in the big leagues were Zhu Wei Lin and our buddy Yu Chen.
And the delivery that is going to be fouled off once again.
Both of them position players that were forced into action.
2-2 count now for Martinez.
Unfortunately, I know how that goes.
Cleveland Clinic.
Don't look at my ERA either.
Very empty ballpark today. Probably. I mean, hey, some fans are feeling it. Some fans are having fun. They're just there to have fun. Anyways, Angel Martinez looking, Tang looking at the runners. The windup, the pitch, high, full count for Angel Martinez. And we will see what this does for Martinez. I think Tang is going to throw a strike here, probably in that inside of Martinez's body. Oh, wow, look who was right about the inside. And, I mean, it was a strike since Martinez fouled it off, but not the best. I'm sorry, that ball hit the upper row and then fall all the way down to the first row. I'm sorry, the upper deck. Wow. Okay. Anyways.
The movement is coming towards.
Martinez had to step outside the box for a minute. Now back in the box. Progressive Field is the smallest ballpark in the league. And right down the middle, Manzardo is out looking. Struck out looking. And that is going to be 2 down for the Guardians, I believe.
Yeah, that middle in third right there.
And Zardo usually, or Martinez usually swinging at those. Anyways, Austin Hedges is not going to be up for his third at-bat of the day. Korea having a little one-on-one time with Tang.
Yes, by far.
I'm sorry, Rocchio.
Especially when you know you probably chased a few pitches in off the.
Rocchio is on the. Oh, Josh Naylor's coming up, of course. They just look like Bo Naylor, not Josh. Bo Naylor now in relief for Austin Hedges. Bo Naylor, 16 games this season, 143 average, 1 homer, 3 RBIs. Can Bo maybe hit another homer and get this Guardians team to the promised land right now? And the pitch. And that is going to be strike one, almost down the middle.
You've seen that spin.
Bobo here needs to pay a close eye to that ball from Kwei Tang. And the delivery, that is going to be ball one for Bo. I honestly have this overwhelming urge just to call him Bobo the entire time, so sorry if I do. Tang taking some deep breaths, checking the runner at second, and the pitch. And that is going to be hit foul for Bo's second strike. 1-2 count now. Tang at 10 pitches. Not allowed anything yet, though. The two previous runs, or not runs, two previous on base was allowed by Gordon. Tang is so far pitch clean, and that is going to be strike three. Struck out by Bo, and that is going to end the 5th inning. We are going to go to the top of the 6th. Astros lead 3-2. Ow. Guardian's really gonna have to do some work here, or else. Oh. Yeah, honestly, just or else. But Guardians will have to do some work here. Ow. No commercials being shown. We are back. Top of the 6th inning in beautiful Cleveland, Ohio. I don't think a person has ever said that in their entire life. Why? Okay. Second time now for this Guardians broadcast. Why are we showing the injury report of Edwin Diaz? Is he on the Guardians? No. Is he on the Astros? No. He is on the Dodgers. The Dodgers are not the center of baseball. They're not the center of the universe. They are just the LA Dodgers. Well, they have another team out there in LA, the Angels, that had Shohei and Mike Trout. Makes me mad. Anyways, Armstrong. That was not the pitcher. Sean Armstrong was not the pitcher warming up. But Sean Armstrong is in the game for the Guardians. Jose Altuve is the batter. 0-2 on the day. And the pitch. And that is going to be hit to Rocchio. Throws it to first, out for the first out of the inning. I said that Ohio was beautiful. I said that Cleveland was beautiful. Where have I gone wrong with my life?
Bo Naylor, after pinch hitting, stays in the game.
Anyways, Bo Naylor, not the catcher. And the pitch. And that is going to be strike one for Walker. Walker 0 for 2 on the day. Sean Armstrong is showing some promise here. Hopefully to relieve for a probably Bruce Batter, Parker Messick. Messick only going through 5 feels very weird, but anyways. Shawn Armstrong almost looking nervous, looking scared on the mound. And pitch. And that will be ball 1, 1-2 count.
Granted, it's only April 21st, but for the Houston Astros, the fact that they're 9-15 heading into tonight's action.
Armstrong looking, the pitch. And that will be ball 2, 2-2 count out for Walker. Feel like as the nights progressed here, even though it's only been 2 hours, not even, my voice is just naturally slow to a pace, and that will be hit down to third base. Hosey scoops and throws, and that will be out for the second out of the inning. Anyways, as I was saying, my voice is just naturally slow, and I'm really trying to pick up the pace here with my voice so that I can get through these last 4 innings. But it's a task at hand. It's really a task. Anyways, here comes Isaac to the plate because I refuse to try and pronounce his last name again. And the pitch. And high fastball, almost hitting Isaac. Right in the dome. 1 for 2 on the day. Had a single that turned into a run.
The team was basically told, you guys have averaged over 93 wins over the last 5 years. We cannot look at our record and let that.
And the pitch. And that is high up and back. 1-1 count now for Isaac. I'll almost try and pronounce his last name again. That's not happening. But
Cy Young contender every year. Hunter Brown's on the injured list. Multiple other pitchers on the injured list. We just talked about their outfield. I don't know if any of the 3 starters in the outfield right now were even on.
Armstrong, this will now be his 10th pitch up.
That's true.
Isaac looking scared, and he is as he misses that 1-1-2 count now.
No, they're not.
They're walking to the Detroit door together.
Yeah. We'll see.
Bo Naylor looking so neutral. Looking so, I don't even know what he's looking. And that will be a little grounder to first, and that will retire the side. We will now go to the bottom of the 6th. Astros still lead 3-2 against the Guardians. And now I go on my phone or rant at the commercials.
Don't miss your opportunity to play high-level travel baseball or softball this summer.
I really don't care about this Google Cloud thing. Oh, voluntary minicap has started up for the Cleveland Browns here. Looks like, oh my gosh, looks like Watson was the best thrower of the day. Okay, Watson was the best one. Great. Just great. You know, this commercial break can take like a little bit less time here. It doesn't really take this much time to just, you know, change what they're doing. I don't know. Someone walking that slowly to the outfield. Anyways.
Only ticket for KeyBank North Coast Social and catch the action from the home run porch in left field. You'll also have access to the interior.
Deep breaths for
premium.cleguardians.com.
For today, Rocchio now at the plate. Bottom of the sixth here. Already a 1-0 count. And the pitch. And that will be high for the 2-0. Rocchio already way ahead in this count. Rocchio probably feeling pretty good about himself here. Tang not so much. Tang with the pitch. And that will be the strike for the first strike of the inning. Tang is pitching well as of now. The pitch. Ooh, that will be hit down first base and a little out. That will be the first out of the inning. We're going to go to the top of the order with Kwan.
Is it palpable? Can you feel the tension?
You can certainly feel it. Yeah, you can certainly feel the tension. The key in these situations is you have to, and it's getting a lot easier said than done. You got to relax. You got to let the game come to you.
All right. Kwan. And that is going to go up. That will be a fly out, maybe 5 feet away from the wall. Guardians already down to their last out of the inning. As we look at it, a 2026 Ford Explorer with an active 4-wheel drive at $350 a month for a 36-month lease. I just did a Ford Explorer commercial. Why? Anyways, Chase the Water, 0 for 2 on day. He walked in the second inning. That was about his only action so far of the day. Maybe he can hit a home run for us. And, ooh, inside for ball 1. That was at his kneecaps. Honestly, a little bit below his kneecaps. No, not really. That was below his kneecaps. Anyways, pitch. And tried to frame it. Didn't work. 2-0 count. As I said, this Astros catcher is not the best at framing. I mean, he's not bad at it. He's a professional. He knows how to go. Wow. But not the best by far. And that will be ball 3. 3-0 count for DeWater. DeWater better be mighty happy by now. Ozzy is on deck, and he is ready for his opportunity to get another hit. The pitch, and that is strike 1. DeWater thought about swinging and decided against it. Tang now at 20 pitches. Tang also showing no signs of fatigue. He could probably be in there for another 20. And that will be hit down the first base line, and that will retire the inning. Well, retire the sign too, but that will be the end of the inning. We will go to the 7th inning stretch, where I will actually stretch right now because I need to stretch. And there goes my headset.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen. Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, all season, presented by CarShield.
And welcome back from the 7th inning stretch here. Sorry, I'm not in tip-top shape today, but I will finish out this game. Because I've never been one that wants to, just not finish out something like that. I feel like I poked my eye, though. That is not the greatest feeling. Just gotta blink that up here. Are we ready for these last 3 innings?
6-packs are on sale now. There's a package for everyone.
3-2 ball game. Still Astros lead.
And more great opponents. Check it out.
And Dustin Harris will have a replacement in the form of someone Johnson. Don't know who that is. Do we really care? Daniel Johnson is the name.
7th inning, 3-2 Houston. Connor Brogdon is the
Cam Smith is going to be the batter, though, right now. And that is a very high ball one. Brogdon now finally brought in. Connor Brogdon, 9 games, 9.1 innings, 9 strikeouts. Not half bad. And that is going to be strike one, 1-1 count now for Smith. Can Brogdon be the pitching that this team needs?
In 24. That was in June of 24.
Brogdon
they had traded him.
Will not get a pitch clock violation, and that will be hit off foul for the 1-2 count. Cam Smith 1 for 2 on the day. Forgot to mention that, but he's not doing half bad. Because I'm doing all right. Doing all right.
Trust me, we talked about this a lot. Just if you're in that position, why do you give up so much premier talent that you have control over?
And the pitch. And that is going to be in the dirt for ball 2. 2-2 count now. Brogdon trying to look strong here.
You can see this is the 2024 first-round picks that did debut last year. A couple of pretty impressive names on that list.
And that is going to be hit. And Manzardo does not get a hold of the ball. That's still going to be an out. Brogdon got to the first base plate. Manzardo dived for the ball, missed it. The second baseman and the former Daniel Sheeman had to come pick up the pieces and threw it to Brogdon for the first out. Oh, and the ump has something to say.
There you go. By Brogdon getting over.
First base is out. Houston's challenging.
And Houston is going to be challenging the out. They think that Smith got there. Anyways, looking at this again, Manzardo fumbles it. Schneeman recovers. And that, oh, Cam Smith could be safe. Looking at it from this angle, he is. Cam Smith is going to be safe, and that is probably going to be an error on the Guardians' part.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. Runners safe. Houston will retain their challenge.
Houston retains their challenge. Cam Smith is safe and on first base. Now, does that count as an error or a hit for the Astros? I'm gonna assume a hit.
Well, that's the right type of player to build off of. This young man's got a lot of talent.
Anyways,
Yainer
Diaz now up. Got to turn this commentator on here. Yainer Diaz now up here. 1 for 2 on day. Already a 1-0 count. Diaz not doing half bad in what he's doing today. Oh, another error, this time by Hosey. Oh my gosh. And Rocchio can't get the ball. Oh my God, this team. Hosey went to scoop the ball, drops it. Rocchio scoops it up, and he comes back to throw, and the ball comes out of his hands. Yeah, Ramirez can't scoop it up. Rocchio does and throws it, and he throws it backwards somehow. Another error for the Cleveland Guardians. 2 errors now for the Guardians. That one will be challenged as a hit. And Chase Matthews, 1 for 2 on the day, showing bunt on the first offering. 1-0 count. Sorry, Bryce Matthews. Have I been saying Chase Matthews, the country singer, and it's been Bryce Matthews the entire time? Alright, everybody come in. And tries to pick off. And that will be safe. 1 disengagement remaining. Brogdon could not pick off the second base runner. Bryce Matthews probably going to show bunt again. He will not. That will be a swing and a miss for strike one. The Guardians really need to thank you for all the hearts. Oh, Matthews shows bunt again, but lets it go. 2-1 count. I'm very confused if Bryce Matthews wants to actually bunt or if he's just showing that so that he can try and draw a walk. Thank you for the hearts. Bunt. And Bryce Matthews will bunt, throw to first. That will be out. And that is the first out of the inning for the Astros. But in retrospect, really doesn't do much for this as runners are on second and third for the Astros. And we have another pitching change here. Here comes in Herron for the Guardians. Oh, give me the beat boys and free my soul. I want to get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Sorry, I mean, it's a great song. But Herron coming in as the Guardians reliever here. Which, I mean, he's a good reliever. He's not half bad at anything. But the problem is, he's coming into a tricky situation. He's coming in, runners on second and third. Only one out, which was a miracle in itself since the Guardians have had 2 errors just this inning alone. I mean, to be fair, there are only 2 errors on the day. But I digress. 2 errors on the inning alone. And either way, unless if there's a pickoff attempt, which I highly doubt there will be. Unless there's a pickoff attempt, they're getting back to the top of the order at Carlos Carrera. The only one to be walked today by the Guardians. And he also has a hit, so we'll just have to see what happens here. But yeah, Herron, tough situation he's coming to. Will be very impressive if he doesn't give up a run this inning. And we are back to the broadcast. 50-50 raffle runs through Wednesday, April 29th for the Cleveland Guardians. ClevelandGuardians5050.com. Anyways, Guardians fans, someone enjoying the game. Oh, wow, 8,000 raised for the raffle. How nice. You know, why am I not in that booth as of now? I know why, because I swear a lot, and you can't exactly be swearing on a sports telecast. And the fact that I mumble a little bit. You know, there's probably a lot of reasons I'm not in that booth. Anyways, this is... And Johnson hit by the pitch by Herron on the first pitch of the day for him. And... take your base, I guess? Herron hit Johnson on the pitch, the reliever for Dustin Harris. Yep, hit him right there in the forearm. Second Astro to be hit today. And now bases loaded for the Astros. Carlos Carrera in with only 1 out. And he is going to line drive it into foul territory. Astros have a real scoring opportunity here. Let's give it up for the Astros. I'm not giving it up for the Astros. Why is the first thing I think of sex? And that is going to be ball 1 for Carrera. 1-1 count now. And the pitch. And that is going to be hit foul for Carrera. 1-2 count now for him. Herron, after that rough first pitch, is coming into his own here. I guess he didn't have enough warm-ups. I guess we got back from commercial too quickly. Herron just needed a pitch to adjust. Or maybe to let anger out. I don't know. That is going to be hit in foul territory. We're retaining the 1-2 count for Carlos Carrera. Bases loaded. This could be a very big opportunity for the Astros and a way to almost put the Guardians away. Now, will it happen? We are yet to find out here, as Carrera is here, and the pitch, and that is going to be popped up. Is that going to drop? It will for a base hit. Schneemann fires to third, very off target. 1 run does score. Diaz to third. Bases remain loaded. Carlos Carrera will be recorded as a hit. No error this time, just no one could get to the ball. Astros are now up 4-2. I'm surprised that didn't drop into a pop out. I mean, that went high up. But I guess no one could get there on time, and Schneemann, ridiculously bad throw from third. Anyways, Yanner Alvarez now up for the Astros. He's 1 for 3 on the day. He had a 2-run single in the 5th, which put the Astros in the lead. He's used to this bases loaded thing. Anyways, 1-1 count. And I'm hungry. Herron with the pitch. And that is going to be ball 2. 2-1 count now for the Astro. And now we have the Astro residing in Houston. He does not know what to do in this situation. Besides, hit some dingers. Alvarez is going to hit it foul. 2-2 count now. Thank you for the smiley faces. And Alvarez replacing bats. Taking a short time. Here comes the bat boy. And the bat boy couldn't even give him his bat. Brought out 3 bats and he took it from someone else. We all love to see it. Filing down his bat. Spraying something on it. And now Alvarez coming back to the box with his new and improved bat. Let's see if this will make a difference for him on a 2-2 count. Very interested to see how this works. Alright. Alvarez set. Herron set. And the pitch. And that is going to go up high. Fly out. That is 2. Runner from third. Is he coming home? No, he is not. Diaz will remain at third. Bases remain loaded now with 2 outs. Jose Altuve, the power hitter, who is 0 for 3 on the day for the Astros, is now going to be up. Herron has got to be shaking in his boots here, but honestly, given the circumstances that he was thrown in, not doing half bad. And the only real hit that he gave up was because there were 3 Guardians and all of them were in between a baseball. And that will be ruled ball 1. Jose Altuve 0 for 3 on the day, as I already said. Herron taking deep breaths just like me to continue commentating. And Jose Altuve swing and a miss. Okay, and while we're watching the game here, I just have to look up how tall Brayan Rocchio is here. Rocchio is 5'9". Okay, he does not look 5'9". 5'9" is my height. Man looks 5'7" at best. And Altuve is only 5'5". Yeah, there's no way Rocchio's 5'9". I mean, I know they were all professionally measured this year for ABS, but 5'9" Rocchio, really? We're gonna like. I feel like when he was being measured, he had to have like stood on his tippy toes or something. Anyways, 1-2 count, and now a 2-2 count, almost at Altuve's feet. Literally. Alright, Altuve steps out of the box, readjusts his equipment, and he is going to come back in. Adjusting his helmet, he is ready for the 2-2 offering. And it is given, and that is going to be a grounder to third, thrown out at second, and that is going to retire the side. We will go into the bottom of the 7th. Guardians trailing 4-2. Herron with a great save there. Herron really had to give it his all for the Guardians. I mean, he came into a situation, they were men on second and third with only one out, and the Guardians' defense has already errored twice in the form of Manzardo, Hosey, and Rocchio. That's a question that I have, actually, because I don't know that. 2 players errored in the same play. Do they both get an error, or does only Hosey get an error since he was the one that errored first? Rocchio and Hosey both errored. I don't know. I've never thought about that. Well, this Guardians team needs some life. Will they get it this inning? I've never thought about that. 2 players error in the same play. Who does the error fall on stat-wise? I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyways, thank you for the hearts. Copyright. Oh, how cute. Angel Martinez with that homer. How nice. That guy has a very sharp tooth. Alright, bottom of the 7th, Guardians trail 4-2 against the Astros. Guardians really need to pick it up here. They've not been the same after those first 2 innings. Hosey is at the box. Manzardo is on deck. Valera is in the whatever. Come on, Hosey. And the offering is going to be a high outside ball. Remember, Guardians still have both their ABS challenges. Astros have 1. And pitch. And that is going to be ball 2 for Hosey. And Hosey. Ball 3 now for Jose Ramirez. I think this will be Tank's 25th pitch coming up. I think they're going to try and walk Hosey so that they can get to the weaker part of the lineup. And ball 4, Jose Ramirez. Take your base, sir. Jose Ramirez trotting all along to first. Those are such cool gloves that he has. Anyways, now comes Kyle Manzardo, definitely the weakest batter in the lineup. But I digress. Manzardo's 1 for 2 on a day with a walk. So he's not doing half bad. Walk and a single, turn in nothing. Come on, Manzardo. Anyways, 1-0 count. Hosey looking. And that is going to be ball 2. Very argumentative ball. I would not be surprised if that results in an ABS challenge, but it does not. Two-0 count for Manzardo. And the pitch. That is going to be hit down on a grounder. Jose's out at second. Manzardo is out at first. Double play for the Astros. And now the Guardians will come down to their last out in George Valera. Accidentally turned up my volume there. I don't know if that affects the broadcast at all, but now that out for Manzardo cannot be. Yeah, that's an out. No doubt that's an out. No doubt that's an out. No doubt that's an out. Anyways, George Valera 1 for 3 on the day. Equips at 300 average. This will decide if he keeps it or not. 0-1 count, and now the 0-2 count after that is fouled back. Ken Valera restores some life to this Guardians team. Tang is being a great reliever right now. And the pitch. And that is hit low. And that will be a out. And that will come to the end of the 7th. Now going into the 8th. Astros still lead 4-2 against the Guardians. This Guardians team really had life at the start. Man, I miss that a lot. Thought Bud was in front of me. Man, this Guardians team had life. Looking at scores from around the league, Cincinnati's up 9-0 on the Tampa Bay Rays at the top of the 6th. St. Louis is up 5-20 against the Marlins in the top of the 6th. Milwaukee is up 3-1 in the top of the 7th against Detroit. Washington is up 4-3 against Atlanta in the bottom of the 5th. New York Yankees are up 3-0 against the Red Sox in the top of the 6th. Mets are up 3-0 against the Twins in the bottom of the 5th. Baltimore is up 3-1 against Kansas City in the bottom of the 3rd. The Philadelphia is up against the Cubs. I believe that's full base situation actually for the Cubs. But Philly's up, or well, Philly's not really up. It's tied 0-0. And finally, Pittsburgh is up 1-0 in the bottom of the 1st against the Rangers. Those are your scores from around the league. San Diego versus the Rockies has just went into warm-ups. Other games today are going to be Toronto versus the Angels, the Athletics versus the Mariners, White Sox versus the Diamondbacks, and the Dodgers versus the Giants. Dodgers versus Giants should be fun. No, if only we actually cared. Alright, 2 innings of baseball left. And the Guardians have made some errors today. Alright, Guardians fans stressing. There's a Boomer with his Chief Wahoo hat. And we are ready to get back playing here at Progressive Field. Oh, little kid. Heron with the pit. Or I'm sorry, that is not Heron now. That is. Oh boy, how do you say that name? Peyton Pallett. We're just gonna call him Pallett. We're gonna ignore the T and E at the end of his name. Pallett now with 2 pitches. 1-1 count for Christian Walker, the first baseman. Pallett with the delivery, and that is going to be right down the pipe. I want to say right down the middle, but that's a little bit generic. Walker 0 for 3 on the day. Count is now 1-2. Pallett breathes in and out, and the pitch is going to be a curveball way up there. 2-2 count. You know, I swear everything's being filled with ads now. Jeez. Progressive. And the pitch. And that's going to be in the dirt. And now we have a full count for Christian Walker. Christian Walker has a full count now coming at him. Peyton Pallet looks going to be a four-seam fastball probably. That was not a four-seam fastball. That was a slider, and that is hit up, and that is going to be a pop out. Ugh. Thank you for not making it more difficult than it had be. How many Guardians does it take to catch a pop out? Answer, I don't know. Probably 3. But, anyways, Christian Walker is out. We are now to Isaac, whose last name I refuse to try and pronounce. He's 1 for 3 on day with a single that turned into a run. And the pitch. And that is going to be marked a ball. ABS could definitely challenge that and probably win. But I digress. Ball 1. And that will be a strike. Pallet's four-seam fastball at a blazing 96 miles per hour. That's not really blazing anymore, but used to be like 10 years ago. And, ooh, curveball, very inside, almost hitting Isaac. 2-1 count now. And the pitch. And that will be way outside. Bo Naylor almost snapping his arm to get it. 3-1 count now for Isaac. Oh, I don't want to say his last name. If he gets a full count, please hit it up and out. And Isaac, take your base. Isaac Paredes is walked. I still don't think I said his name right. Anyways, Cam Smith now up to bat and pitch, and that will be inside for strike 1. Not, if I say inside, I really have to mean it as a ball. That will be in the zone for strike 1. Isaac advancing. That check swing will not go. 1-1 count now. Pallet throws a nice slider, but alright, fiddling his fingers. Ooh, after this game, if I have an alert popped up on my screen. Oh wow, that was pretty low. 2-1 count now. Alert popped up on my screen here. The Mets are throwing a perfect game against the Twins, so I will tune into that if it is still a perfect game after this. I will actually put that in my chat here. Really perfect through 5, but and that will be a pop out for Smith, and now that is 2 outs. Oh, and the Mets' perfect game is gone. Oh, the announcer jinx, you never say anything. That Mets' perfect game is gone. I repeat, gone. Anyways, 2 outs. Yandy Diaz now up. I'm sorry, not Yan. I forgot his first name. Probably Yandy Diaz. There's 2 guys here that start with a Y. If your name isn't Yan Gomes, Yan Gomes, whatever. Anyways, 1-1 count now for Diaz. Diaz 1 for 3 on the day. Pallet already reaching dangerously close to 20 pitches, and he's thrown 2/3 of an inning. And that will be strike 2. 1-2 count now. Oh, the moment that I say that was a perfect game, that perfect game was a goner. I like how it doesn't say message removed on YouTube. It says message retracted. Foul ball for Diaz. Oh, my message was retracted. Oh, I feel bad. Like I'm the one causing the announcer jinx. I probably was the one to cause the announcer jinx. I'm actually the original creator of the announcer jinx. Hi, nice to meet you. Anyways, and that will be hit and thrown out at second. That will retire the side. Now we will go to the bottom of the 8th. Astros still up 4-2 here against your Cleveland Guardians. Okay, why am I not in the booth at this point? Another market 4 Toro ads. The same Toro ad for the day. As long as they're not showing that stupid Skeens commercial. Not Paul Skeens, but Skynes, whatever his name is. Again, I have a Toro lawnmower. 29 years old that thing is. And I mean, hey, it still runs pretty well. Like, it still runs extremely well. I mean, I've never had a mower that was made before, probably made before the year 2000. I think both my mowers are 90s mowers. Now, that push mower has to be, well, hard to say. Very, very hard to say if that mower is pre-19 or pre-2000, that push mower. Huh. I don't know. Anyways, bottom of the 8th, Guardians need to do something here to save themselves. And who are going to be the brave men for this job? Brave men for this job. The fans not as much enjoying the game as they were in the first few innings around the league for the AL Central. Twins are losing. Tigers are losing. Royals are losing, and the White Sox are probably going to lose. I love when the Tigers, Twins, and Royals lose. Same time, the Guardians are losing too, but that's not of any concern. Thank you for letting me have my devilish smile. Anyways. Oh, and we get a new pitcher for the Astros, Eno Den Los Santos. 7 games this season. Not too bad. Okay. Oh, I saw it was 1.1 ERA. And that is going to be Schneemann falling for the strictest slider. I gotta stop playing. Schneemann falls for the slider. And now is already down in the count 0-1. And the pitch. And that is going to try and be frame but miss. And that is a 1-1 count. Sorry, I had to think for a second. Yeah, like, I'm seeing it right here, but it's like, I gotta think of what to say. Anyways. And pitch. And that's going to be way outside for ball 2. Yeah, I'm just going to call this pitcher Los Santos. I mean, he's only going to be in for an inning probably, so that's fine. Please bring in Josh Hader in the 9th. Actually, well, yeah. And the pitch. And that will be strike 2. 2-2 count now for Schneemann. Schneemann having a rather uneventful day. Just 1 for 2. Not doing too much, but not doing too little either. And we have a full count for Daniel Schneemann here. Oh, we love the full count. Love the full count. And the pitch. And that is going to be hit foul. Still a 3-2 count. Anyways, still a 3-2 count. And the pitch. And way outside for ball 4. Schneemann, take your base. And as Schneemann takes his base, here's a Levine commercial. because, you know, America cannot run without ads, apparently. Please remove so many ads from sporting events. Especially at WrestleMania, filled with ads. Anyways, Angel Martinez 1 for 3 on the day with that solo home run in the second, and that will be called a ball, but ABS, there is an ABS challenge now. And if we look at the ABS challenge, it will show that it just clipped the top of the strike zone. Overturned. Wow, what a very close one. I thought that was a strike too, so I'm not surprised that that was challenged. Anyways, Angel Martinez now 0 for 1. Or, 0 and 1 on count. Now 1-1 count. Thank you to everyone who's watching here. Martinez looking deadly, like he's about to hit another bomb and tie up the game, maybe. He tries, but it is just back and fouled. 1-2 count. Los Santos now at 10 pitches. If he got a little bit more on top of that one, I'll say. Yeah, if he got a little bit more on top of that one, that would have went soaring probably for another 400 feet. Hopefully in the direction that we wanted it to go. Anyways, and the pitch. And that is hit up and fouled again. Still 1-2 count for Angel Martinez. Martinez is what got the momentum going early for the Guardians. And I think momentum is about 50-50 right now for these teams. And the bat, I think, broke. Angel Martinez grounder. And Isaac, the third baseman, just doesn't make a throw. And Martinez has a single to first. And now Schneemann is on second. Martinez is on first. Okay, the bat very slightly broke. Yeah. Yeah, a small chunk of the bat broke off. Well, that's not the important part. Isaac got the ball, scooped it up, and just... Okay, so his plan was trying to make a double play, but he looks at second, and he realizes that the runner's already there. And it's Schneemann. So he just decides not to throw it. Anyways, Bo Naylor now going to be at the plate. All right, no one out, 2 on first and second. Bo Naylor coming up to the plate, 0 for 1 on the day. And the pitch. And that is going to be high and outside for ball 1. Come on, Bobo. Bobo Naylor. Gonna knock your socks off with a loop single that will hopefully drive in Schneemann. Alright, looking at Schneemann, decides not to throw. And that is going to be a pop out for Bo Naylor. That will mark the first out of the inning. And we will go down to Brayan Rocchio, unless if they decide to have a pinch hitter for him since he's 0 for 3 on the day. Don't really know who we'd pinch hit him for. And for the Astros, Brayan Rocchio will come in. Brian, whatever. We can't even blame the pitcher here, Los Santos, for the Astros' failure this inning. Oh, Rocchio, that will be a single. And will the Schneemann come in from third? Yes, Schneemann does come in for third. And the Guardians do score a run. Game is now 4-3. Astros still lead by 1. Rocchio hit one right to center field. And Schneemann was able to come in with the runner waving him along. Nice. Okay. So now we have And Rocchio now also retains his hitting streak. 8-game hitting streak now for Rocchio. And now that this one gave up a run, the Astros will be getting a new pitcher in King. Why not Hader? Bring in my favorite pitcher. Wow, okay, so game's been going on for, oh wow, about 2.5 hours. Okay, so there is now some life in this Guardians team. So, to recap what just happened. Schneemann was on second. Angel Martinez was on first. Rocchio just hit a single into center field, bringing Schneemann in. Martinez at second. Rocchio is now on first. Kwan, and now there's one out. Kwan is going to be at the top of the order. So we got Kwan and DeWater coming up. And we all know Kwan is a great leadoff. And now this season, so far, he's only batting on 223, but that doesn't tell the full story. The full story is if you need a hit, he can get a hit. And obviously, DeWater is just a power bomb right now. Guardians really need to bring up Travis Bonanza. I'm tired of waiting for him. Well, yes, this pitching change sponsored by Pepsi. Pepsi. Does Pepsi have a slogan? No, I'm interested. Twice as much for an... Oh, geez, these are all old. Pepsi does not have... Oh, thirsty for more. Sorry, let me try that again. Pepsi, leaving you thirsty for more. Alright, Brian King now. Oh, that would have been fun of Brian versus Brian. But Brian King now win. 12 strikeouts in 10 innings, 8 games today. 0-1 record. Not 8 games today. 8 games this season. Anyways, Steven Kwan up to bat. And that will... The first offering will be a ball. 1-0 count here. Kwan versus King. Battle of the two. And the pitch. And that will be another ball outside. 2-0 count for Kwan. Kwan, I saw that little smirk that he had. 1 for 3 on the day. Kwan's getting a little bit happy that this guy is throwing some balls here. Maybe they'll try to walk him. And that one right in the gut. Not Kwan's actual gut, in the zone. 2-1 count now. I just gotta start saying right down the pipe, not right down the gut. Anyways. King getting ready for his next offering. And the pitch. And that will be ball 3. 3-1 count now for Kwan. On a 4-seam fastball. Kwan looking ready to destroy some futures. Oh, King stepped off the mound ready to throw at Martinez. Martinez retreats back safely at second base. No, I don't know if that technically counted as a disengagement. You can tell just how much I watch baseball. And the pitch. And runner, take your base. Kwan is walked, and now it is full bases with 1 out for the Cleveland Guardians. Now, as a lifelong Cleveland Guardians fan, I have seen this many times before. Until something happens, I will be commentating with low energy. DeWater, first pitch is in the dirt, 1-0 count. Please, DeWater. Please, DeWater, take me home, country roads. Come on. To the place we belong. In home run land. And the pitch. And that will be outside for ball 2, 2-0 count. Closing late situations. Chase DeLauder is averaging a .429 with 3 home runs and 14 at-bats here. DeLauder is made for these kind of situations. And if he doesn't, Jose is up next. We're at our strongest here. DeLauder hits that foul. And that will bring it to a 2-1 count here. Bases loaded, 1 out. Guardians down by 1, bottom of the 8th. And that will be fouled off again. 2-2 count now for DeLauder. DeLauder is over 3 on day, not having the most wonderful day, but he can change it all around right here. Come on, be the hero that Cleveland needs. Here's the pitch. And that will be hit up. Is that going to be caught? No, it will not. That is a fair ball. 1 runner is going to come in. DeLauder taking 2 bases. At least 2 runners are coming in from that. And there is 3. Guardians are now up 6-4. The Guardians have retaken the lead. DeLauder, the hometown kid, with a triple on the day. Oh my gosh, that has had some energy come into me here. DeLauder on the 4-seam fastball right down the middle. The left fielder completely missed the slide, and the ball went probably 15 feet behind him when he missed it. DeLauder on third, still 1 out. Oh my gosh, that was 3 runs that the Guardians have just scored here. Wow. Okay. Hosey looking pleased with DeLauder. And Hosey was actually just intentionally walked so that King doesn't give up another one. King had 11 pitches, by the way. Cal Manzardo now up. Runners on the corners. And tries to pick off Jose. And obviously that does not work. 1 disengagement remaining for King. No steals and 1 pickoff attempt for both teams has been the motto of today's game. And that is going to be in the dirt. Jose takes his base all the way to second. Now, 2 runners in scoring position if Kyle Manzardo can get a single. Okay, that was technically counted as a steal, so Hosey, 11th stolen base of the season. And that is going to be hit. Manzardo into right field. 1 runner will come home. Will Hosey be able to come home? Yes, he will. Guardians now lead by 4. Manzardo, 2 RBIs. Everyone coming into the dugout. DeLauder and Hosey both scored there off of Manzardo's pitch. And I think that could actually put it away for the Astros, unless if the Astros decide to have a stellar 9th inning. Cleveland still only at 1 out. DeLauder being happy. George Valera now up to bat. 1 for 4 on the day. Man, these Cleveland fans have to be happy that this inning has turned around the entire game. Besides the one who was falling asleep behind home plate. And that will probably be a double play, resulting in the end of the inning. Yes, it will. We will go to the top of the 9th, where it will be the Astros' last stand. See if they can score 4 or more runs here. We come back from commercial. Cleveland with 11 hits on the day. And, oh wow, they're only going to credit with one error on the day? Really? Only 1 error? They had 2. They had 2. Wow, this Cleveland offense in the 8th really came alive. And I'm going to blame it on DeWater. DeWater had this offense come alive here. He is built for these high-pressure, close situations where a hit is needed. Not necessarily even a home run, even though he's been hitting a couple of those. He's been getting these hits that are needed, which is absolutely amazing that we have this guy as our designated hitter. And obviously, he is so valued to this team. Chase DeWater is nothing that we've ever seen before. He probably is, but in my eyes, he's nothing we've ever seen before. Great start to the season, goes into a little bit of a slump, but now he's still rebuilding himself with the thing that he does best, which is these high-pressure situations. Now, my question is, for the top of the 9th here, will Heron still be... Oh, no, Heron was taken out, replaced by Gordon. Will Gordon still be the pitcher at the top of the 9th? I doubt it. I bet the Guardians are going to bring in Cade Smith to close this game out. Unless if Cade Smith is tight. No way. Yeah, no, they're going to bring in Cade Smith. All right, top of the 9th. Astros need 4 runs. Ozzie going to his home at third base here. Everyone in the dugout is watching. Is our boy Cade Smith in there? He is. Cade Smith against Bryce Matthews here. Battle of the ages. Cade Smith, 11 games, 2-0 record, 4 ERA, 5 saves and 7 opportunities. Beast of a man. Anyways, that's going to be hit up. That is going to possibly be a double for Bryce Matthews. And I should have not. And that will be a standing double for Matthews. And Matthews is trying to gloat on second baseman Schneeman. Nah, there's some fighting words doing this. Anyways. Okay, Cade's first 2 offerings there were not pretty. Anyways, Johnson now up to bat. Last time he was hit by pitch. This time will he be able to get a hit? Alright, runner lead off from second. And that will be reasonable height in a way. 2-0 count. Daniel Johnson, he is 0 for 0 on the entire season. And pitch. And 3-0 count. What is Cade Smith doing? Cade Smith is not doing much of anything here. And batter, take your base. Cade Smith has walked Daniel Johnson here. And now we'll have Carlos Carrera come up to bat. 2 for 3 on the day with an RBI and a walk. Bo Naylor talking to Cade Smith, maybe giving him a pep talk. Smith, top 3 closer in the league for sure, but right now he is not showing it. Yes, take a deep breath, please. Hand pitch. And that will be a strike, his first of the day. Or second. First or second. In 7 pitches. Anyways, 0-1 count now for Carrera. Hand pitch. And that will be hit. maybe a double play. That's 1 out. That is 2 outs. Double play. Runner advances to third for the Astros. Cade Smith in his groove. Now all he needs is 1 out and the ball game is over. Okay, anyways. Cade Smith, dig deep in his arsenal. That is not a good one there. Not a good splitter for him. But, okay. 1-0 count for Alvarez. Alvarez 1 for 4 on the day, obviously. And the pitch. And that is going to be hit up. Will this possibly be the last out of the game? He will not get there. That is a base hit. The Astros will have 1 run come in and score. Alvarez will now get his double that he was robbed of earlier in today's game. And this Astros team with 2 outs is still alive. Alvarez now on second as he brought in the runner from third home. Jordan Alvarez. All right, Jose Altuve. And will that be a check swing? Yes, it will. That will be considered a strike. Altuve readjusting his equipment like usual. 0-1 count, 2 outs. Runner on second, top of the 9th. Astros need 3. And pitch. And that will be hit into foul territory, thankfully, for the Guardians and Smith alike. Everyone get on your feet. 9 o'clock. Guardians fandom is on their feet. Grannies and grandkids alike. No one's in behind center, or no one's in behind home plate. Wow. 1-2 count now. 1 more strike, and this game can be over. Altuve 0 for 4 on the day. And Jose Altuve barely makes contact with a low sweeper. Still 1-2 count. Jose really going for those ones that are way out there. If K can just throw another one, maybe middle of the box, but way out there, I think Jose will go for it. And the pitch. Throws one inside, and it is fouled off. Cade Smith had 15 pitches, but I don't think that's going to matter here in a minute. Cade Smith waiting for the correct call from the catcher. Waiting for the pitch that he wants to throw, and he throws it, and that will be considered a ball, and that is going to be ABS challenged by the Guardians, but I don't think that's going to be it. Yeah, that is not going to be it. That is off by a solid 1.4 inches, and the Guardians lose one of their challenges. Call remains a ball. 2-2 count now. Man on second in Alvarez. Jose Altuve needs a hit here. And that will not be it. That will be another ball, which means possibly for the last time, full count for Jose Altuve. All right, come on, Cade Smith. Let's get it over with here. And the pitch. And that will be strike 3. That will put the game away. Cleveland Guardians, your Cleveland Guardians, win 8-5 against the Houston Astros. Thank you, everybody who has watched up to this point or watched at all during the stream. The Guardians have won 8-5. I will try to commentate on Friday. Thank you, everybody. And to all, have a good night.